Hi guys, welcome back. Okay. We are doing, how are we doing? Actually, I'm just gonna do whatever comes out this week. I'm really feeling like that's what is needed. There's a bunch of subjects I can do. I'm not really feeling that right now. So my hair looks weird. I think it's my shirt. Okay. Aries. I want to light some sage while I'm with you guys too. Actually, I'm going to light some Palo Santo. If you don't want to be here while I do this, you guys can absolutely forward this part. But I do feel like your guys' energy needs to be cleansed a little bit, so that's why I'm doing this with you guys. Okay. See, it's even having a hard time like lighting. Come on. Come on, Aries. There we go. Look at that. Ooh, now it's like, it's on fire, literally. Oh my gosh. It said, alright, you wanted fire? We give you fire. Okay. Alright, let's get started. Okay. I am starting with this one, actually. This deck. Okay. Aries. Let's see. Aries. Okay. The blue flame. That's interesting, and I needed to light that, and you could see the blue flame at the bottom. Do you know how I was trying to light it and it wouldn't light? It was taking a minute, and then when it lit, it was like angry. This is the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activating integration time. Activation, integration time. So yeah, I feel like you guys are, there's gonna be some kind of spontaneous like uploads or downloads. And you guys are going to basically start integrating everything that is being downloaded. This thing is burning my dice, bro. Yeah, that's interesting that I wanted to light the Palo Santo with you guys online. Or record it, right? We also got I Remember, Soul Plan, the Fated Life versus Destiny Life. Yeah. So basically you guys are starting to remove yourselves completely from, sorry, my eye is watering a little bit. You guys are starting to remember who you are without all your trauma and what you're meant to do here and what you came here to do. You're starting to remember, I'm seeing you're getting back a lot of your memories from past lives. You guys are getting back just a lot of things that you didn't realize. Give me a second, guys. I'm having a hard time speaking, and my throat chakra is not. It's not that. It's something else. It's almost like. It's almost like you're unable to express what you're feeling, and you're unable to express what you're going through, because this isn't like something that you've ever been through before, and it's also not something that you can put into words. It's almost like when you're trying to describe how a certain energy feels, and that's very difficult. If you do energy work, you know, or even if you don't do energy work, expressing how an energy feels that you've never even felt before, right, is very difficult. So I feel like I'm having a hard time explaining it to you, because I feel like you guys are having a hard time, right? There's a lot of soul remembrance. I feel like you guys are either getting glimpses, dreams, or just having downloads of your Akashic records, and you're starting to remember where you're meant to be in this life path. Yeah, with the messenger, you're getting, and with this looks like Jesus to me. So some of you guys could believe in Jesus, or you guys could follow Jesus. That could be the primary person that you guys believe in. But it's almost like, for whoever I'm talking to, you guys do have serious energy. So it's almost like somebody from your home planet. Like I said, your ancestors, your guides, they're coming in and they're giving you these messages. You guys could be getting a lot of ear ringing. You guys could be feeling that like numb sensation on your scalp, on your crown. And this is bringing in harmony and balance, because you know those people that walk around and like, what am I supposed to be doing in life? What is life's meaning? What is, you know what I mean? It's almost like you're receiving your answer, but it's not from, yeah, I feel like some of you guys are literally like getting revelation. You guys are getting revelation, and you guys are, it's almost like it said instant. So it's almost like you're going through something, or you might have been questioning a lot. You might have been asking a lot of questions, or you might have been going through a lot of healing, not understand what you were doing the healing for, or thinking that you were just healing because, you know, you just didn't want to carry any of that pain anymore. And what that was actually doing was that was opening you up to your life path, your plan that you set up before you came down here, right? And I do feel like these messages are coming from your guides, from if you're a starseed, from your starseed family. If you're not, you're just getting remembrances, or you're being shown your Akashic records, right? It is being sent to you. But this is going to bring you almost like a joy of knowing, or feeling like, you know, once you know like where you're meant to be, it almost like brings you peace. Not almost, it brings you peace, because at least you know, right? At least you know that this is where you're meant to be. Wherever this goes to, or if it goes somewhere else, that's fine. We don't need to know the rest after that. But at least we know that we're going, like, let's say you're going west, and they're saying, okay, just continue going west, you're going the right way. It's almost like, oh great, okay, cool, at least I know I'm on the right path, is what I'm getting, right? Let's get one more. I'm gonna get 4 of these. Okay. Yeah, child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. Yeah, everything that you need to know is within you. And I feel like that information is coming through you as well. The downloads are coming through you. They're being given to you. There's an energy here. I can't explain what it is. It's an overwhelming feeling. You know what it's giving? It's giving, I don't know if you guys have ever read Eckhart Tolle. I can't remember which one it is. If it's A New Life, A New Earth, or I can't remember what the other one is called. But he explains how he came to be, how he came to understand that quieting of the pain body, right? And he explains that he was one night having so much anxiety, so much pain, like, I don't even know if it was physical pain. I think it was just like emotional and mental pain. An overwhelming sensation of like panic and hurt, and like the whole world, he was just carrying it. That's what it felt. And he felt like he couldn't take it anymore. And then just from one second to the next, he felt this peace come over him. Yeah, I just got confirmation. He felt this peace come over him, a peace that he had never known. And then for the next few weeks, because it lasted a few weeks, right? It lasted a few weeks, and for the next few weeks, he didn't care about anything. And not like in the sense of like a narcissistic you know, I'm talking about like he didn't care, he didn't have any worries, he felt no anxiety, all he felt was peace. Have you ever felt that peace where you're not thinking of anything? Nothing is bothering you. Everything's great in the world. Everything is fine. It wasn't even like he was super happy. It was just a sense of euphoria. That's what it was. That's what I'm getting from this. It's almost like you guys are in some kind of like massive like anxiety or pain, and it's going to be an instant awakening. You do come down from that, obviously, and then you start, you know, to it's a whole, it's a lot. It's a lot once you wake up from that. But I do feel like it is going to allow you to see where you're meant to go, and that at least is going to give you the starting point as to where you need to go, right? Because it was almost like I couldn't speak. Like, you know, when you have, like, you're starting to get that panic attack and you're like, can't breathe, and that's what it felt like. That's exactly what it felt like. Yeah. All right, let's clarify the blue flame. Yeah, with the Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords. You want fairness. You want fairness, and you've been basically, you've been very curious to understand why it is possibly that in your life there hasn't been fairness. There could be several different situations, or there could even be like one situation where you felt like it wasn't fair, and you started to inspect people, things, behavior, situations. This could even have to do with like things in life. Remember, we're a collective, so we feel like the fear, we feel all of that stuff, right? We carry that collective energy. So with everything that's going on, you could feel the injustices, you could feel the fear, you could feel the sadness. And as I said that, like, oh my God. And that, I feel like, was building up in you. It was almost like a pressure cooker, and it was making you angry. And not angry in a sense of like, oh, I want to go, like, when I tell people anger, they think, well, I don't want to beat people up. What? That is not what I feel when I feel anger. There's like an injustice that I want to fight for injustices. I want to fight for people that can't fight for themselves, be the mouths for people that can't, right? Speak for themselves, because there's a lot of people that right now can't speak for themselves. And not just, you know, we're not talking about one specific area. We're talking about children, people with disabilities. There's a lot of things going on, right? And we're aware of that. And I feel like you have that rage building inside you, and you're wanting justice for not just yourself, but for injustices, right? Clarifying, I remember the strength. You oh my God, I just got cold chills everywhere. You're starting to remember who the fuck you are and who the fuck you were. And I feel like for some of you, Aries, you guys were warriors, and you're starting to remember that your life path is being that voice for other people, or seek justice in a way for other people that can't help themselves, right? And that can be in many ways. That can be in, you know, rallies, that can be in starting groups, that can be in like, oh, there's a billion ways, I don't even know, podcasts where we're spreading the truths, starting I don't know, there's so many ways, right? Yeah, there's so many ways you can just that you can use your voice and your gifts and your talent, because you are remembering that this is what you've done this before, and you know, you're starting to figure it out. It's starting to come to you, and it feels beautiful. And I feel like it's gonna be, because it's gonna be an instant boom. That's what it is. That's what I'm here to do, because this is not okay and I'm not going to stand for this shit. And it's going to be different, because I assume not every Aries that sees this, or every Aries that watches this video, right, is going to go into the same thing, unless you guys start an army of Aries. I don't know. That would be a little scary. But I have a 15-year-old Aries, and oh my God. Oh my God. I'm Cancer. I'm a Cancer stellium. When I tell you, me and my Aries, I have had to learn patience. That child, yeah, no. Yeah, with Messenger, this is with the Nine of Swords, anxiety. You guys have had anxiety. You guys have been not knowing what to do. There's been a buildup of fear. There's been a buildup of everything that you're seeing, that you've been going through, that you've gone through, injustices. I feel like even injustices in your own life that you see are now like mirroring, and it's making you angry. It's making you angry to see people going through and they can't help themselves. And this could be in any aspect, right? This doesn't have to be even in politics. This could be anything. This could be women, you know, that have been in ABUSIVE relationships. This could be people that have addictions and stuff like that, right? It can be anything. I do feel though that you have this anxiety because you didn't know what to do. I feel like you were starting to integrate yourself into the collective energy and allowing that anxiety to come in. But the universe is like, nay, nay. You remember who the fuck you are and what you've done. You've done this before. Remember who you are and step into your life path. You've done this before. All you have to do is remember, and we're gonna help you remember. And I feel like that anxiety is going to push you into an instant realization. And you're going to remember that you are part of the galaxy. You are part of this universe. As above, so below. And there are so many fucking things that you can do that nobody can stop you, right? And that's absolutely beautiful, Aries. The sun, clarity. You're seeing full clarity. You are standing from above the fray, and you are seeing clarity of what you need to do, of what needs to be done, of who you are now. That you have it within you, and you now are going to be led to your life path, and you're going to go forth, and there's full steam ahead. It's not even going to start off slow. And you're going to be fascinated by this. This is something that is going to bring you this is going to be your love, like your love in what you do, who you are, like loving your life path, right? They say when you do what you love, you don't work a day in your life. And I feel like this is what that is. Let's go into... I think it was this one. I think I got two. Let's get a couple of these. I think I got two. Whoa. Brown bear spirit, and it says take me out. I do feel like they're asking you to get this like savage bear spirit, right? Where I don't know much about bears, to be honest with you. I know they're cute and cuddly, but then they'd also eat me in a half a second. I'm getting that, like, it's almost like that fire, but with the softness. I'm getting that fire. It's almost like when you see somebody that looks really scary, but then when someone kind comes up to you, it's like, oh, they're just a big teddy bear. You know, knowing where to put that anger. And I feel like there's allies that are going to come to work with you, right? Use your mind wisely. Okay. Let's go over here. I asked. She didn't. It's okay. Let's see. Let's go over here. What else does Aries need to know? Yeah, meditation for peace and serenity. Meditation for peace and serenity. And that's going to bring in the message that you need. There's going to be a download that's coming in and give you the answers. But there needs to be, remember, when you pray, you speak to God. When you meditate, God speaks to you. So you need to meditate so you can get the downloads that are needed, right? Anything else? Tears of joy and sadness. Yeah, tears of joy and sadness. And I feel like, again, it's because you're feeling the weight of the world and you're seeing that the change is coming that you need, and that brings you a lot of joy. But when a part of you basically unalives itself, I hate that word so much, you go through a unalive process, right? And you cry tears of joy and sadness. You're crying for the past, and you're having joy for the past, like you're giving gratitude, but you're also having joy and sadness for the future. You grieve the person that you once were, and now you're coming into a new life, who you are. And I feel like you also have to grieve that as well. Not in a way where it's bad, but in a way where you're understanding that you're setting yourself up for a life that you're gonna make a difference, but you're going to when you're fighting against higher beings, it's always gonna be there's always gonna be opposition, right? And then accept love. Yep. Yeah. This was absolutely beautiful. I love this, Aries. I hope this made sense to you, and I hope this helped. I'm gonna leave it here, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.